YouTube, what it do, man? G Hook. I'm back, man. And today, as you can see on the caption, I'm going to be telling you how you can beat a DUI, man, or a DUI charge, or how I've beaten. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all basically what I did to beat a DUI charge. So I was charged twice. Well, not really charged twice. I was charged once, and I beat it or whatever. And then second time, you know, I basically moral of the story, I refused. So. Yeah, basically I'm gonna break it down, you know, what I did and the steps you have to do. So stay tuned, man. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I hope you like the video. Yeah, man, today's video is really about to be crazy, man. I know you guys probably won't believe me, but you know, here it is. If you guys, you know, want to look, I was charged. You know, I was taken down. I did blow into the test. And as you can see, I did, it was a 0.7. So this is just, you know, so if you guys didn't believe me, yeah, so I was charged with a DUI. But, you know, I'm going to tell you how I beat this charge and, you know, what you can do and hopefully steps you can take to do what I did and beat the charge. So let me get a quick thumbnail right quick, you guys. And there we go, or something like this. But yeah, y'all, yeah, this is it, man. This is when I got charged, yo. So stay tuned for the video, man. It gets crazy, man. The story's crazy, man. So I hope y'all use the tips I'm about to unfold on you, and I hope you beat your charge. Alright, y'all, so basically about 2020, I would say, I got a purple Challenger Scat Pack. Mind y'all, that was my dream car. That was my dream car, a Challenger. So when I got that, I was stoked, you know? I was happy. I got my dream car. I was lit. So I get my dream car, loving it. Everyone in the city loves it or whatever. You know, I'm just enjoying getting my new car. So some time goes by, and you know, when you get your new car, you want to do whatever. So I was doing whatever. I was having fun. And then one night, got into an accident. I got into an accident with the 18-wheeler, to be exact. So we got into an accident, and that happened. So I got into an accident. Mind you, as you see on the caption in the thumbnail, you see how bad it was. So it was that bad, but by the grace of the Most High, nothing happened to me. I was able to just walk out, no scratches, you know, no bones broken or anything like that. So we crashed. 18-wheeler, he goes to the side. He pulls over. Mind you, I'm discombobulated because, you know, I just got into an accident and I'm just like, yo, what's going on? So basically, I'm looking around, I look at my dash, and my front left tire is on 0. So I'm like, yo, what in the world? Like, what's going on? So I try to put it in, I think I was in, I can't remember what gear I was in, but I ended up going to the side of the highway, and another 18-wheeler, he saw the accident. So he pulls over, mind you, not the guy who hit me or I got into an accident with, a whole different guy. to my car. He's like, yo, you good, man? I saw everything. You good? I'm like, yo, bro, just leave. Like, I'm good, you know, like, I'm good. So I'm basically trying to rush him out of here so I can get my composure before the state trooper comes. So basically, I get him out of here. I tell him to leave or whatever. And so that's done. I get him to leave. And mind you, the driver of the 18-wheeler, he doesn't get out of the truck until the trooper comes. So I guess he didn't want to talk to me or whatever the case was. He didn't get out of his truck. And so he didn't get out of his truck. And mind you, at that time I was feeling good or whatever, so I knew I had to get right. I had to, you know, snap out of it and get prepared for whatever was going to come. So the trooper gets here. He gets to the scene, and you know, he's trying to talk. Mind you, guys. So the first thing you want to do, you want to prolong everything. Ask the most questions, because the more you ask, the more you can sober up, you know? So your main goal is to sober up. So when you ask a bunch of questions, you know, you're delaying time. So as you ask more stuff, you're giving yourself more time to sober up, you know? So I'm doing that. He's asking me stuff. I'm asking him to repeat everything. And then I'm telling him over and over. Basically, I'm just doing whatever I can to prolong stuff, right? And so, mind you guys, I was able to talk to the officer for, I think, 2 hours on the side of the road before we did any exercises, okay? So I stalled out for 2 hours, so I did really good, right? Bottom line, after those 2 hours, we were still on the side of the road, right? He was like, he said, you know, he was like, you know what? He was like, you know that I know what you're doing, right? I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, I know that this whole time you were talking to me and prolong this whole thing so you can try to sober up. I'm looking at him like, bruh, what? How do you know that, you know? And so he's just telling me like, yeah, you're lucky you got me to start tonight, because if you got any other officer or state trooper or whatever, you would have been gone in the first 10 to 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm like, yo, what? So at that point, I didn't admit to anything. I'm just looking at him like, okay. I'm just like, okay. And so he goes to tell me, he's like, yeah, you just better be lucky you had me tonight. I'm like, all right. And so he's like, but now I'll let you talk to me for 3 hours. So now I'm gonna need you to do a breathalyzer. I'm like, oh man, you gonna be doing a breathalyzer? Mind you guys, I'm gonna tell you, when I tell you my second story about my second charge of DUI, I'm gonna tell you the importance of that story. So with this one, hold on, y'all. Somebody trying to race me or some shit. Hold on. So yeah, y'all, he's basically like, yeah, you lucky you had me tonight. You lucky you didn't get any other officer, blah, blah, blah. So he brings me downtown. Mind you guys, when you get downtown, for some reason, you still have an additional 30 more minutes before you take the official test, right? So on the road, I blew a .8, so that's why he had to take me downtown to do another test, because I didn't pass on that road, right? So I go downtown, and you get 3 blows, and they take the lowest out of those 3 blows, right? So I blew whatever. My lowest was a .7, so I passed, right? So I was let go because I blew a .7, right? But my other two was 0.8. Mind you guys, I just told you they take the lowest one. So those are thrown out. I blew a 0.7. So I didn't get processed or booked right then. And that was in Greensboro. And I was let out right then. After I took it, I blew a 0.7. I had someone picked up. I had someone pick me up because I totaled the scat, you know. So when I totaled it, I had to get someone to pick me up that next morning. But my next story is even crazier because I'm gonna tell you, after that first incident, I did my research and I found out a lot of things, so many things, valuable things that you need to know, and things that I'm going to tell you. So like 2 months ago, I crashed Aqua, you know, this car that I'm in right now, my blue Charger. I crashed her, you guys, and I crashed her, you know. Whatever happened, happened. So I crashed her. The police pull up. They're like, you know, what happened? What's going on? And you know me. Mind you guys, I just told you I did research. So I know what to say now. I know what to do. I know how to carry myself. I know it's go time. So, they come, they're like, what's going on? I'm like, you know, it's just a regular accident. You got, that's all I had to say. That's all you say. If they didn't see it or they don't know anything, just say it's a regular accident. That's all, you know, that's all they need to know. Don't tell them what happened or whatever. And so I told him that. He was like, you know, how do you hit a parked car? And I'm like, you know, it's numerous accidents happen every day. This is a regular accident. Can you just write me a ticket? You know? He's like, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna have to. You don't want to do any sobriety tests? You want me to do a sobriety test so I can self-incriminate? So I can give you factors and to put me in jail or to charge me? No. You guys, the supervisor asked me 10 times to do a sobriety test. And guess what I told him every single time? No. I didn't want to do the field sobriety test. I didn't want to do a breathalyzer because I knew, one, this is a regular accident. I'm not drunk at all, even though, you know, I'm not drunk at all. So why do you feel the need to administer a sobriety test? That's what I told him. He was like, you know, just to make sure you're good. I'm like, sir, this is what you tell him. You're like, I was like, sir, I'm a criminal justice major. You know, I know what's going on right now. This is word from mouth what I said. I told him, I said, officer, so, you know, I'm not going to be doing any of those tests. First of all, if any person, you know, that does those tests, they don't know that that's self-incriminating. That's giving you factors to use in court to say, oh, he didn't walk this line right, or, oh, he didn't do this right, or he didn't do that right, you know? By you doing those sobriety tests, you're giving them factors to use in the court. If you don't do any sobriety tests or don't do anything, you don't give them any factors to use in court. So I learned that. So when I crashed a couple months ago, I simply just told them, you know, like, I'm not going to do any sobriety tests. I know that's very self-incriminating. That's just something I'm not going to do. You know, and it was simple as that. I told him 10 different times. And, you know, after that, he wrote me a ticket and he let me go. So, you know, so with that being said, you just say no to all tests. Even if they want to arrest you, guess what, you guys? You don't have to give them blood. You don't have to, even when they take you downtown, you don't have to blow in that tube. The only downside to not giving your blood and not blowing in that tube when they arrest you is you get your license suspended for a year. But you guys, would you rather blow in that tube, draw blood, and then get charged with a DUI? Or do none of those two And when you don't do those two, you don't give them any factors used in court, so they can't give you a DUI. They just suspend your license. So you can either not do those two and get your license suspended for a year and not get a DUI charge, or you can, give in and do those tests and then get the possibility of getting a DUI. So, I'm just telling you what I did, man. That's the two things I did, so to wrap it up, one, prolong it as long as you can. Prolong it. When you first get pulled over, prolong everything. Ask questions the whole time. Try to ask questions about everything so you can sober up. Make sure you don't do any sobriety tests. They will trick you. They will use words like, "Hey, can you do this?" No, I will not give you. I will not self-incriminate, it's just simple as that. So those are the two times that I beat a DUI charge, you guys. And give me any comments about any times that you were faced with a DUI charge, or any times that you beat it, or times you tried something and it worked. Just comment below. But you guys, I got a couple more bangers coming too, man. But I hope you enjoyed this video, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, man, and I promise we got some more bangers coming for you guys, man. Stay tuned. G Hook is out. Peace.